Okay, so this is what I've heard about Joker 2, Eau de Toilette, whatever. What's it called?
That's correct, yes.
Good, yeah. Okay, so
The
apparently...
Smell of the Toilet. That is what it's called. Joker 2, The Smell of the Toilet.
Apparently Joker 2 isn't so much a Joker movie. It's a Harley Quinn. It's from Harley Quinn's perspective.
I see.
And the reason it's a musical is because that's how she perceives her relationship with Joker.
Like a romantic musical?
Exactly. So Lady Gaga apparently
Yes.
is similar to Joaquin Phoenix. She wants to do some high art, maybe do some of her own music, nab that Oscar, at the end of the day.
Get that EGOT.
Get the EGOT.
Is she close to the EGOT?
I don't know. I don't know how many.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I don't think she's done any theatre work. So maybe.
No? Well, we'll have to see, won't we? So
I'm going to quickly Google.
I feel like they
Lady
should
Gaga EGOT.
they should update the EGOT to
What, another thing?
Yeah,
Add another
getting
thing?
slimed at the Nickelodeon Awards.
EGOTs. Seagot?
Seagot.
So the sliming should come first.
Yeah, I think so. You start with the sliming and you work your way up. You can end with the sliming though. That's fine.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Egg sot. I think it should be called the egg sot.
Okay, great.
Because the sliming,
Yeah.
Also, you never know when the sliming's
And this
around.
isn't a joke either for people counting. So, yeah, what do you think of that? I mean, I don't love Joker. I think it's like a really terrific performance in an okay movie. You famously, very famously, don't like it at all.
Very famously. That is funny and counts as a joke.
Thank you. So how do you feel about that, though? Because I like that perspective shift. I like the idea that it's something different. I really thought we were just going to get the same thing again.
Look, again, I'm going to repeat myself. I'm sure I said this the last time we had Joker 2 Smell of the Toilet news, is that this is all very interesting, but it would have been a lot funnier if we'd heard no news about Joker 2. Everybody assumed it was just like Joker 1. It was going to be a grim, gritty crime drama set in New York City.
Maybe.
And then everybody went into the cinema. All the Joker fans went in the cinema and it turned out to be musical. That would be extremely Joker.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
But this does sound fun. So
do you think, though, this is going to get people saying, man, Joker's gone woker? Woker? They're going to call it woker.
Did you think of Joker's Gone Woker earlier in the day?
No, I didn't. And then
you
noticed that I developed that as I went because I edited it with calling it woker, which is what people will probably end up calling it.
Is that woker though?
Yeah, because it's a woman.
I guess, and also woke has become completely meaningless.
And people will be like, I thought
anything I don't want to think about is woke now. So,
but it's also I thought this Batman spin-off movie starring Joker would have more Joker in it or whatever. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? But
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, I don't care about this much. But I am interested to see something different. Now, you've got your EGOT information in front of you, Mason. What do you got?
Okay, Lady Gaga has an Academy Award for Best Original Song.
From
A Star Is Born, I think. She's won lots of Grammys, of course. And she has Golden Globes, but they don't count.
Why not?
She's been nominated...
Because they're weird European nonsense?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the EGOT.
No, it's true.
2 Gs. It's the EGSOT. She's been nominated for 3 Emmy Awards for epic televised performances.
Nominated? Okay.
Including Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Cheek to Cheek Live.
Yeah, that's fun.
9 Grammy Awards. This is from 2019. This is an old article.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got E, G.
She hasn't got the T in the...
Yeah, she's ego.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly.
But she's got the Oscar, so she doesn't need to do this.
That's true, yeah.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants an acting Oscar, though. Music Oscar...
Dime a dozen.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, that's fun, I guess. Look forward to Joker the Toilet whenever that comes out. Mason, Joker 2 is not the only thing shaking up the DC universe, as I'm sure you're well aware. There was another Black Adam trailer this week.
Oh, that's right.
And he said, who's going to fight me right now in this trailer? And they said, we all will.
Everybody's going to fight you. I mean, look, we got a couple of reveals in this. First of all, that the team we're looking at is not just a bunch of people who in the comic books are in the Justice Society. They are the Justice Society in this universe. What does that mean for the Justice League? Was the Justice League inspired by the Justice Society? How long have they been around? When is this set?
Yeah,
I guess present day because all the tech is modern, but
and
maybe
they said 5,000 years, and if you trace it back to when he went into a tomb or whatever, I think it's exactly the year 2022. You can do the math on that. I did a really extensive trailer breakdown. People should check out.
I don't think you did that at all.
I
think you're a liar.
No, it goes
that's not a joke. That's a lie. So nobody can. Nobody count that on their.
It goes for an hour and
counter.
24 minutes. It's really good, really extensive. Yeah.
But we got more footage of the various heroes who are going to be fighting Black Adam, and also we got a big demon guy with a big pentagram on his chest.
And he goes,
unless I imagine that you saw that as well, right?
Maybe. I don't think so. No. I don't remember it putting into my an hour and 24 minute trailer breakdown, and I doubt I would have missed it.
Yeah.
It was pretty extensive.
Nevertheless, I'm pretty confident that Dr. Fate is the bad guy.
What?
He's going to be revealed to be
but he's
the
a good
bad
guy sometimes, mostly.
He's mostly always the good guy, but I think they're probably just going to change it because they need a guy. They need a guy with a lot of vague magical powers to fight Black Adam at the end. So
here's a question for you, though.
Go on.
Would there have been a Dr. Fate in the past who maybe put him in a big prison? Because the helmet can go to a different person, right?
I see. Yeah,
the helmet's
maybe.
bounced around.
Yeah.
From century to century.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people have also said, well...
Sometimes there's penalties for traveling.
Oh, really?
You run, you're holding the helmet, but you don't
you
dribble
got to bounce it, yeah.
You got to bounce it a couple of times, yeah.
But people have asked if he's been in Iraq or whatever for
Sure.
1,000 years and stuff. It's all in my trailer breakdown.
Yep.
Why is he speaking English? And do you think it's because they'll go, it's magic?
Yes. Well, they won't even address it. Come on.
I think they'll say they'll very quickly be like, or he'll start speaking and then they're like, we don't understand you. And then he'll very quickly switch.
Luckily, we have these Justice Society translator chips or whatever.
No, he'll be able to speak
this
English.
bag of translator chips. Would you like a translator chip?
Eat these. Yeah.
Salt and vinegar.
No, I think he'll just switch it up. He'll be like, oh, you're speaking a different thing, a more modern tongue. I've just been on your internet because you gave me an iPad.
I've been on TikTok.
Maybe that's why it's so horrible, because he's been on TikTok. Got caught that manosphere algorithm.
Guess what? Every member of the Justice Society, problematic. You're all cancelled. Atom Smasher, nuclear power, I don't think so.
But also they fight for a bit, then they team up to fight a demon or whatever.
Great question. I don't know. I mean,
he's going to join this team, right?
I don't know if he is, though.
Of course he is.
No.
He's gonna. This is his Justice League.
I reckon they're going to burn through these guys like they're nothing.
No, they're building a new Justice League around the Rock. That's what they're doing here.
Yeah, maybe. I reckon if my guess would be every member of the team except Dr. Fate is going to be on whatever team he has going forward.
Okay.
But I think probably this Dr. Fate is going to be revealed to be whoever summoned that demon at the end, and he's going to fight the Rock, and then he's going to be defeated, and they'll be like, well, no more Dr. Fate. Or he'll get reincarnated as somebody else.
Give the helmet to somebody.
Give the helmet to somebody
else.
Have
a bounce.
Yeah.
Handball it off.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Anyway, I can't wait to watch that movie when it comes out this year. One of the 2 DC movies. One of the 2 Warner Brothers movies, I should say, that they're allowed to release. This is why I CNBC, Mason.
Uh-oh.
Now, we talked a lot last week about how a lot of what Warner Brothers are doing seems to be quite bizarre and strange, and we did a whole thing.
We sure did.
I thought that went forever. I was really surprised when that was an hour and a half long, because I feel like we covered a lot of ground there. I put that down to my incredible techniques of research and scrolling away the information which is important, Mason, you know?
Yeah, I put it down to all the crunches I can do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 different methods there, but that's interesting. Anyway, so we talked about Dan Lin. They were looking at him to be the Kevin Feige of the DC universe.
He was just eating in the Warner Brothers cafeteria, and they were looking at him, staring over the top of a couch, being like, I reckon that guy, let's put it on that guy.
And he eats normally. Like, he doesn't chew weird, because that would be annoying. When we're in a pitch meeting, and he's hurriedly eating an egg salad sandwich, and it's just not.
First of all, why has he brought an egg salad sandwich?
That's what I'm saying. That's part of it. It's all part of it. Yeah. That's right.
He's asked for extra tuna on it, extra microwaved tuna, and they're like, that's not even normally on an egg salad.
No, and he microwaved it in the can, so he fried the microwave. He's bad news.
This guy is a menace.
This guy who's not Dan Lin, by the way. They agreed that he didn't do any of these things. But anyway, look, I think he would have been a pretty solid choice, but contract discussions ran into complications because of Lin's ownership of Rideback, his own production company. And now Warner Brothers.
Like Casey Ryback.
Maybe.
He's the protagonist of the movies Under Siege and Under Siege 2.
Oh, you think that's where they got it
Yeah, I think
from?
so, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Normal man and normal movies, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And Warner Brothers Discovery would have to compensate him for that because
he's just a chef.
He's just, he's not though, is he? He's lying.
I don't know. I only watched.
Is that a lie or a joke?
I only watched the first 10 minutes of those movies. So as far as I'm concerned, he's just a cook. Who was slaughtered by terrorists in 2 movies. They must be set in parallel universes.
Okay, that makes sense. It's a Highlander. It's all different continuities. Anyway, so they weren't going to compensate him for moving away from his own production company. And
They
apparently,
weren't going to pay him.
well, not to the extent of
right.
what he like. Why go away and helm something horrible?
Yes.
Or you built this thing that you love, and you've built up these properties and made a bunch of money, and it's a really solid slate of movies.
Yeah.
Like I understand, you want to be paid a lot for that. And just be screamed at on the internet for the rest of your life.
No, you want to do this just for the love of it. You want to be screamed at for the love of it.
You're doing this for the exposure. The two sides exchanged term sheets, and Lynn wanted to keep Rideback operational with an equity stake owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. But that's where it all fell apart. So now they're on the hunt again. So if you're in that that cafeteria in the DC,
Don't microwave some tuna and bring it into a meeting.
No.
I mean, I don't mind the smell of a microwave tuna, but other people do.
What are you saying right now, Mason?
It was me. It was me, James.
Is that why? Because you wanted to do this job for $50 million.
That's right.
So that's the reason it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I don't like this, Mason. I don't like what you're doing. Hope you don't get it. Anyways, the Joker has a name again, Mason.
But does he? This is in the comic books, to be clear.
Yes.
And it's in what
Flashpoint Beyond number 5.
Oh, so this is a parallel universe storyline.
Yeah, so Jeff Johns is one of the names attached to this. Okay. And he loves doing a thing, doesn't he?
And people love not being a fan of him.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. So he did he do Flashpoint Paradox? He did, didn't he, right?
Maybe.
So he went back to that. He's gone back to that universe. Sometimes he'll go back to the Watchmen and just be like, I'm doing Watchmen now or whatever. He likes to do this. Anyway, so apparently I've read the panels where Batman in the Flashpoint universe, which was supposed to have collapsed with the end of Flashpoint, but it didn't. It's a universe where Bruce Wayne is the one who's shot in the alley, and his dad becomes Batman and his mum becomes the Joker.
That's right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
but this isn't the Joker we're talking about.
No, so he's talking to his wife and he's like, what's going on?
Who's he?
Batman.
So Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, there is a Joker. She's talking about a Joker from an alternate Earth, and it sounds like it could be the mainline DC continuity. And she says his name is Jack Oswald White, and he was a guy who cleans toilets in a comedy club, and he's not doing a big joke, but he is happy in his little apartment with his little family.
Okay.
So another added layer of depth, Mason.
That's so much
and
depth.
Continuity.
So how does he become the Joker?
Oh, he doesn't in this version?
Oh, so they're just talking about a man.
I don't know, Mason.
Okay. So his name's Jack White.
Yep.
Like the former member of the White
Jack
Stripes.
Oswald White.
So, but his middle name is also like Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin.
Yeah.
But also like Lee Harvey Oswald. Is that intentional?
Wait, is the Penguin Oswald or Oswald?
Oswald with a D, I think.
Okay. I can look that up.
It is Oswald, yeah. Right. And also some of his origin is that similar to like the Alan Moore origin where he's
Killing Joke.
Yeah, Killing Joke where he's in he wants to be a stand-up comedian
and
or what have you.
He's in debt with the
yeah.
Or he does a mob thing and whatever.
Does a mob thing or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's that thing of like nothing about the Joker's origin is concrete. Whenever they add a new piece of information, I said piece of information, that was unintentional. That wasn't a joke.
But it was funny, so does it count?
Does it count? Yeah. It just adds to the rich...
James, sometimes you say stupid things, and I think they should count as jokes.
Why?
Because people laugh at you and them and you.
Shouldn't I have to be in on the joke for the joke to count?
No, because otherwise none of the things you say would count as jokes. Because you're always saying stupid things and you're never in on the joke and people laugh at you and it and you.
Okay.
Mostly you. They laugh at you, James.
Okay, that's good, but I've still got a podcast that people listen to, right?
No.
Oh, what?
No.
Then what is this?
I don't know.
Anyway, what do you think?
It gets put on the dark web and rich businessmen listen to the tapes and laugh at you.
And eat dolphin.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think, though? More Joker origin.
Pointless. This is going to go away. It's going to be like that for people who don't follow the comic books, which is many, many people when compared to... It's so few people when compared to the people who watch all the movies. They just keep adding little bits of Joker lore and then saying, we will definitely explain this later, and they never do. So
weren't there 8 Jokers at once or something?
At one point, there were 3 Jokers.
12 Jokers.
Yes, James.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Good.
You've
what happened with that?
Nothing happened with it.
Did they merge back together?
Nope.
Were they ever separate?
They were separate, yes.
And what...
It's never been explained, as far as I know.
So they weren't like, this one's an imposter, this one's a clone.
No.
This one's a skeleton.
I don't think so.
None of them were skeletons?
Wait, unless maybe they had some sort of plan to make more Jokers, but then the plan didn't work.
I read this.
Yeah, we both read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the comic?
Three Jokers.
Was that what it was called?
Yes.
Or was it like Joker Wars or
No, it's
something?
called the Joker War is something else.
The War of Jokes and Riddles?
That's a different thing
That's
also.
a Riddler Joker thing,
Yes,
isn't
correct,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
This was just called Three Jokers, and the revelation was there were three Jokers. There was like a present-day Joker. There was like a 1970s Joker. And they all sort of represented like when they switched the art style of the Joker over. But then they were like, what the twist would be if there were actually three Jokers. But then they never did anything with it. Like the plan to, as far as I know, the plan for those three Jokers to make more Jokers was foiled, and then it was just never mentioned again.
Cool.
And I don't know how much any of the Jokers have been like referenced in more recent Batman comics. So
don't know.
Yeah,
don't know what they're doing.
Correct.
But I do know this, Mason. We're out of DC news.
That's true.